I'm your dungeon master, I'm your guide, I'm your travel companion on this fun little journey.
I mean, I'm not the best at being subtle about it.
Trying is all we can do. I do not do stealth. I do not do it.
Kind of specialize in not being found.
Welcome to this lovely program of Health Hits Experience. I'm your Dungeon Master, Brittany Lee, and this is my lovely crew here with me today. We are about to play Dungeons & Dragons, but in space. A couple announcements before we start off the stream. First of all, Molly is by herself in the control room today. So everybody be nice to Molly in the chat. Well, for a little bit. Molly's by herself for a little bit. So everybody give your love and appreciation to Molly in the chat, please.
Thanks, Molly.
Thank you, Molly.
Thank you, Molly.
Also, if you want to support Molly and our show at large, you can go see Dr. Faustus at Gannon University's Schuster Theater, October 6th, 7th, and 8th. Last chance for you to see it. Go and support us and support the show. There we go. Couple things about the show, couple housekeeping notes. Next week, we will not be streaming from live from the studio. The goal, if things go right, is that I will stream live a pre-recorded edit that we have had in the vault for some time. We recorded some things in May and June before we went live in July. So I have some of those up my sleeve. So hopefully we can get one of those out next Monday. That's the goal, which means that I would be able to join in the chat too, which would be very exciting. So we'll see how that goes. And then the week after, we'll be joined by a guest DM. So be sure to tune in and watch for that. I will be here. I will not be at the tables, so scary.
Sounds exciting.
It's at some point I'll probably rush out into the studio. Everybody stop. But that is what I have for us today. Anybody else have any thoughts, questions, comments?
We're all in different seats.
We are in different seats.
I'm not sure if anybody else noticed.
I don't know. Everybody looks the same to me. Yeah, we've done a little bit of a switcheroo.
Yep.
Because I am petty and vindictive.
Yep. So I will be playing Cyrus this evening. I've already
Give me
tried.
your best Cyrus voice. Go.
I like collecting things.
That's very good.
I mean, I think it was spot on.
I think we should do a body swap.
I
episode.
sounded.
I'm Irish, I have tentacles, and I shoot things with this gun I made out of a pair of pliers.
That's pretty accurate, yeah.
All right.
Oh, please. No.
Hieronymus has many alter egos, so
Well, this one is Robin.
Wow, that was really good.
You've got an alter ego that looks like Robin, I think. Give me your best Pearl.
You got this. Put on the angry eyebrows.
I make sure that everyone doesn't kill each other.
I think that was the best of all
Yeah,
of them.
and that is the last time those characters will be in these seats.
Yep.
So we've got new seats until I decide to move y'all again.
You
So-
see who dis.
New see who dis. That's what we've got. So let's just jump right in. I am going to jump into. Ooh, louder than I anticipated.
Whoa. That was a good start, though, I gotta admit.
Just up on your screens. Everybody sees this. The broadcast recap begins. We're halfway through the broadcast. Infant billionaire Bajon and Gretz has been returned safely to their guardians. Next up on the undermarket, myth or terrifying reality? Could this hub of piracy and criminal enterprise exist?
No.
Where could it be? And who's really calling the shots down there? Tonight we explore the possibilities, and the image cuts out and it cuts back in, and you see a very beautiful geometric paneled artwork right into frame. And over top of this, you hear the voice say, "Good evening, Zalarian Pawns. Captain Smyton of the Plasma Fangs, pleasure to be with you here again. What you are all looking at is one of the last surviving artworks of the planet Kudatume. It would be a shame to lose such a priceless work of art." The image cuts out, and you hear, if you ever want this work to see the light of day again, you will follow the instructions on the calling cards. Toodles! And the feed cuts out. And that is the end of the broadcast for today. So
Man, those guys are right pricks, aren't they?
Plasma Fang. So just as a little recap, the four of you have traveled to Forel looking for the engineer that Fluxus Contact has said, please go and get. Please, please, please. And you have landed in a field of crops, and then you re-landed.
Oh, yeah.
We didn't quite land before.
You started, and then you left, and then so now you've touched down right outside of a small hut, and you see a laser fence in front of the hut, and that's where we've left off. So, where are we going? What are we doing? How's it going from there?
Right, so to recap, just to make sure we're all on the same page, as we are all now standing in this field, we are going to try to talk to this man, try to convince him to join the rebellion, and if he doesn't want to do it, then we're just going to spend some extra time talking to him, see what we can do for him, maybe something like that. And then he's going to build a ship part for us. Right, that's it? Just to make sure we're all on the same page?
Yeah, I guess.
And not just in case for some reason someone else was listening and wanted to know that fact.
The gods we don't have.
Right.
I believe that's what we decided, is it not?
Specifically a not violent. Sorry.
I do
Continue.
believe that is what we came to the conclusion of. Not
I mean, we
violent,
certainly
not
have the bit of
kidnapping.
extra leverage that there are a bunch of Zolarians on their way here to do bad things to this guy, right?
As far as we're aware, yeah.
Right. Well, firstly, we can't walk through that, so let me just grab a few tools and then we'll get on to business. Just gonna go underneath the ship really quick and grab like a screwdriver.
Okay.
Toss it
Great.
in a bag.
Okay. Yeah. So you walk up towards the laser fence, and you can see through the laser fence. It's latticed, but it's easy to see through. And as you get up to the laser fence, you see inside and hear inside of the hut the sounds of a struggle, flashes of weapon fire, things breaking.
Oh,
Can't really tell much other than that.
how tall is this?
already going
How tall is
down.
this laser fence? How high does it go?
10 feet.
And is there just like it's just surrounding it? Mm-hmm. Let's get back to the ship really quick. I think we need to drop in, like now. Mm-hmm. I'm gonna rush back onto the ship. I'm just saying.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Way faster than launching ourselves over it.
heading back to ship at pace because Cyrus don't run.
That's a solid point, actually. We're all like, "Let's go!" And Cyrus is just
I'll get there.
You'll get there eventually. Okay. So as you fly over,
Do we see like another ship or any other signs of any other?
so the hut is in a valley here. So you've walked up onto the structure. There's the laser fence. There's a cobbled walk through the scrub bush, and then there's cliffs on either side. So you can't really like get around. So you can only see that front area before you fly over. So if you're going to attempt to fly over, is that what's happening here?
right.
I think so.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Cyrus has had time to sober up, so we don't have to have Otto do this, right?
Let's hope
Because when it comes to the perfect landings, we need Cyrus at the helm, I think.
Did you say there was another ship nearby, or is there nothing
You
inside?
can't see if there is another ship nearby.
Well, that's actually a good thing because it means that if they get him, we can try to track him at least.
Oh, and then we get to rescue him, and then he doesn't have a choice to whether to come with us.
I thought you were all about the whole whatever.
7.
Well, there's a difference between kidnapping somebody and rescuing somebody,
So if we
like how
save
many
him from
dice
someone
you're
else
rolling.
and then take him away from his home,
which
that's
has already been compromised. His
Okay,
home has
just
already been
pull up
compromised.
old
He's not safe there.
Bessie's,
Come with us if you want to
stats
live. That's
real
a famous
quick.
line from a play sometime.
Yeah, you got old Bessie stats up there, Cyrus?
Yes, I have.
Great. There are as you begin to fly over the hut. pew, pew, pew. 3 cannons fire, or 3 rounds from a cannon fire at you. 2
Oh.
of them hit. You take 17 damage.
Okay.
I was sort of hoping that wouldn't be the case, but should have thought
Can I
about
hop
that.
on one of the guns?
Can we see where these laser blasts are coming from?
Yeah, so they're, well, actually, you can see the direction that they came from, like the house. You can't exactly see
We don't see like specific turrets or anything.
unless you want to do like a real good perception.
I'm gonna try my best, but
Yeah.
I'm blind as a bat apparently.
Yeah.
Yep, that still adds up. That's a 7.
Okay, great. It's so. Let me just say this. So the hut is between like cliff sides. So it's kind of put in there. So it's not like a sudden imaginary ship came at you.
Yeah.
Right. So
Oh, it's
any-
definitely coming from the house. I just can't tell where.
So it's like his defenses are shooting at us rather than somebody who's there trying to mess around with him that he's fighting is shooting at us.
I think everyone's inside the house. Yeah, are there any guards outside?
Can we get somebody with actual eyeballs to take a look at this and see if they can see anything?
I see better in water.
we gotta get you on a water planet here.
I'm a little bit busy actually flying. I would appreciate just to know where this is coming from so I can avoid it. I don't care who.
My eyes are made of metal.
All right, here, we'll take a look.
Turn into someone with really good eyes.
Yeah.
I got an 18 on a perception check
Okay,
there,
great.
trying to
Yes,
see.
there are anti-aircraft turrets on top of the house. They're hidden underneath like some weird planters that are on the top of the house. So
Can I take a shot, just like see if I can't by any chance take out one of these turrets so that we can get closer?
you can try.
I mean, we could just emergency land. But as I'm pulling out the rifle, I'm like, are we just going to gun it and just hope that we don't get blown out of the sky, or are we going to land and try to dismantle the fence? We should probably figure this out now.
I can try to land. But it's not going to be as easy with fire raining down upon us. So
Technically, it's raining up upon us.
whichever direction it is
We're
raining,
getting
it is
shot with
still
lasers.
raining.
Not the time!
Sorry, in my line of work, precise language is necessary.
In my line of work, it is let's get this landed as quickly as possible
Okay.
with as minimal damage as possible.
Can I, just do, a mental check with myself? How fast do I think I could dismantle a laser fence? Because it seems like we're in a rush.
Give a go. You are still too close to the house. Another cannon fires off, and you take 14 more damage.
How long's it been
Okay.
since we were with the Red Talon, by the way?
Red Talons? I mean, I think
Like
it
a-
was like 30 cycles for you to come down. So, I don't know, a couple hours.
A couple hours since. Okay, great.
Yeah.
Please make your move fast. Our shields are getting low.
Is this just add intelligence modifier?
Yep.
This is a 13.
To see how fast you could do it.
To just consider how complicated of a system this is and how reasonably I think I could actually dismantle it.
I will tell you this for mostly free, that it's a pretty basic laser fence. It's got alarmed electrified poles and very high-powered lasers that go across. So there's poles every 10 feet, but you would only need to dismantle one of them.
So if I could mess with one of them, it would stop them from.
Can we just shoot the fence?
Aren't you on a gun already?
Poles? Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I am.
Try taking out part of the fence before I go down there.
I can fucking try.
I would do it, but there's only one gun on this side of the ship.
Which gun is on this side of the ship?
I think that's the rotary cannon, right?
I think you're right.
I just imagined a cannon built out of a rotary phone.
I wonder why. I wonder why.
Do you want me to roll for the rotary cannon?
Yep.
Ring ring.
Ooh, that's only a 5.
Nope. Does not do anything.
Can't hit the
Cyrus, are you
broadside
taking
of a
any
fence.
evasive action?
It's
Yeah,
just a
Cyrus
little
is
hole.
taking he is trying, at least now he knows where it's coming from, he is trying to avoid the freaking shots.
Yeah. Okay.
I can use my own dex for this.
So
Let me try that.
Roll just the expertise.
if you'd like, yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna try.
Well, that's not better.
So that's a 20. Not nat, but 20.
Dirty 20.
Okay, I will give you half damage on this. So 8 and math. 5, 8 and 5.
So 13.
Yeah, 13 more damage.
So our shields are now gone.
Your shields are gone.
Sorry, so I think we gotta land it.
Okay.
We might need to make a really fast emergency exit, and this would be really bad if the ship didn't work.
Yeah, Cyrus is gonna try
Okay.
to emergency land it, I
could
guess.
not tell those were there. I apologize about damaging the ship. I'm gonna go try to dismantle that fence.
Yeah, so you
Well,
then
Are we landed
land.
inside, or are we still outside?
I think we're still outside because
Yeah,
we'd
you're
be getting shot if
being
we were over
pushed back away from the
Yeah.
house. So you've
Yeah.
landed now in front of the house, and you're closer now, I think, but to the laser, like you can jump
Took
out
too
of the
long.
ship.
Now your shields are gone.
Now your shields are gone.
Yeah, I'm just gonna try to dismantle this fence. Am I getting shot at when I'm going up to the fence?
No, it's top of the house.
Okay, great. So yeah,
Anti-aircraft.
I'm just
cannons.
gonna jog over there as
Yeah.
fast as I can without dropping the various stuff that I'm holding on to.
Okay.
And I'm just gonna sort of look this thing up and down really quick and see if I can't find any sort of weak point that I could open up and possibly dismantle this thing.
Yeah. Are you saying this is what you're using to
I think.
dismantle the?
Yeah, this is sort of just a check to see if
Yep.
I could remove this thing.
Oh, so just a check. You're not actually dismantling it right now. You're
Oh, I
just
want to
looking-
dismantle it if possible.
Okay. Well, are you using any kind of tool set?
Yeah, I'm gonna say that for breaking into a place, I should probably be using thieves' tools.
Okay. Cool. Perfect.
So that's a
Go ahead and
+4.
give me a roll for that.
Nope, they're really low. That's a 6.
Can Cyrus watch and like make sure there's no one approaching while he does this?
Yeah, go ahead.
Everything
I've
in my
got
bag.
to
That
find the
perception.
right
I think I
dice
do.
for this one. Where's the dice that I
It's
need?
gonna
There
be
we
a
go.
20 and it rolled to a 2.
Flux, you take 9 lightning damage.
Okay. This thing is really high voltage. Ow!
Oh, you touched it?
She tried
I
to.
tried to just.
Can I shoot a
It's a
firebolt?
fire,
at
so
it?
I'm
pee
not
on the
seeing.
fence, did
I'm
you?
not seeing anything.
Oh, great, Cyrus. There's a lot of stuff happening, and you don't know what's going on anymore.
Wow.
All right, so while everybody's doing all this stuff, Hieronymus is looking around. Is there like any kind of a gate, any kind of a like intercom, like anywhere like they bring Amazon packages?
do an investigation for me.
I think I know what I'm doing, as this clearly did not work. I'm gonna destroy this fence, but you're busy looking right now.
I got a
so-
17.
Okay, so no, there is a door and a doorbell past the fence, but very clearly this guy does not want to be bothered. He doesn't like the fact that you are even at the fence is a miracle in itself, right? So there's no Amazon packages coming through. This guy is Amazon at this point. Does not want to be bothered at all.
Okay.
Pearl, you said you were going to be firing.
Yeah, I got a
bolts.
7, so
Okay.
it didn't work.
Great. Yeah,
Have we had a long rest since last session?
since?
Since we burned
Since
down
the
a
club.
building.
Yeah, well, at least a short rest, but I'll say a long rest because I had y'all go into the bar and get health potions and
That
things.
makes
So
sense.
yeah, that's
Yeah.
fine. I'm down for that. So, does that affect anything that you've just done?
No, you rolled really low, right?
Yeah, I just rolled like that.
Yeah,
Also
I'm just.
alcohol.
This is clearly taking too long, and I can tell that it's like, okay, this guy might be dead.
Yeah.
So I'm just gonna quickly pull out one of the grenades I made, pull the pin, and just put it down next to the fence and back off.
All right, cool. So, what does that do?
Well, it's gonna blow up.
Yes.
I don't quite actually know how much damage it does. If we're going by standard bomb rules, it's 3d6. If we're going by grenade rules, it's 5d6.
How did you make this grenade? You made this yourself, yeah?
Yeah, I used a bunch of the explosive powder that I was given as part of my order, and I fashioned it into a basic fragmentation grenade.
We'll split the difference and say 4.
Great, do that. Let me just quickly roll.
Should have
and
made
it's-
an EMP grenade.
I didn't think about it until now. Also, it's probably bad for our ship if that goes off.
Not to mention Pearl.
There we go. That's fine. Ooh. It's not a ton of damage. It's 12 points of damage.
Okay.
Also, it can't dodge because it's a fence.
It is
so
a
I'm
fence.
assuming
No, yeah, it
fails.
just takes the damage. That is, yes, absolutely.
Does the laser grid go down?
Nope, fence is still there.
Fuck. I really thought that was gonna work. Wow. All right. I'm gonna pull out the rifle, I guess. I'm just gonna shoot it like where like I know there's like a fuse box on it or something like that.
Sure.
Just gonna take a shot, I guess.
Is this ranged or?
I'm taking like 3 steps back and shooting it, so it's technically a ranged attack, yeah.
Okay, so yep, go for it.
Well, that's a 24 to hit.
Yeah, it's a pull.
I would hope that I would hit the pole.
It's a pull.
I take a sec to like, oh my god. Of course. 6 points of piercing damage.
Great. Okay, pull's still standing.
I literally rolled a 1 on my d12. Love that.
Yep, pull is still standing. It's tilting a little bit though. Anybody else doing anything?
I mean, I can try and blast it again.
Combat with the pole.
Yeah, just.
I could viciously mock the pole.
It might work.
It's that thing where we're like, got it, take down the fence. And we're like, wow, this is a tough fence.
So I was looking, I was like,
I can see why the rebellion wants to hire this guy. Look at the fences he makes.
I could try to throw you guys over the fence.
Nope, not trying that. That already really hurts.
Okay, let me get this going.
Please hit it.
Dude, no promises.
Okay, this is probably dumb. Can Cyrus just hold his hand out and try to touch the fence?
Oh no, he
I've already
did
touched
that.
the
you've
fence
already
and it
touched- no.
electrocuted the fuck out of me.
You tried to take down the pole.
Yes.
You didn't touch the fence. You touched the electrified pole.
Yes.
So that's different.
I'm gonna try to touch
yes.
the fence.
Touch the fence.
Yeah, this can only go
roll a Constitution save.
Yeah, it's about.
This adds
Also,
up.
I rolled a 13.
To hit
today's
the
gonna
pole.
go, isn't
Yeah.
Yes, it hits. What's that? What
I
is?
got a 10.
Okay.
8 fire damage.
8 fire damage.
We're
Great.
just gonna. This one's going to jail today.
If it even gets in the jail. Okay. So here's what happens.
You were ready to go. Let's go.
Pearl, how do you just firing like a laser at it? What's going on?
Yeah, it's my firebolt.
Okay,
It's just like
cool. So that comes out of your body, right?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So Cyrus, thinking, well, I don't know what this fence even is, right? I'm gonna go up and figure this out. Reaches his hand out to touch it, and just as you see, like his fingertips start to go onto the fence, the whole thing powers down. And Pearl's standing over there with a smoking finger, like, yeah.
Cowboy style.
So no, you don't take any damage because Pearl took down the fence first. So
That's
the fence
still staying in
is
jail.
now down.
We have to go now. We're gonna.
Cyrus
rush
is already going. Like as soon as
Okay.
it
Yeah,
drops,
we're
he
rushing
is
in
going.
there.
Since he doesn't move that fast, everyone's gonna keep up with his
Watch
line.
out, this guy seems like the paranoid type that would have landmines.
Great. So how many people are ahead?
Yeah, no, I think Flux made that
TPK.
realization right after. He's like, no way. I just saw this guy's laser fence.
So you are.
Cyrus is
Cyrus
going.
is going. Okay.
He's already lost a leg. I mean, like.
We're gonna get him 2 synthetic legs.
Okay. Make a con save again.
To avoid dismemberment again.
That is 16. This
Okay. Great. You hear it before you see it.
Okay.
Basically an EMP blast goes off, and you manage to shuffle back just enough that it only it hits you in a way that you're like, ooh, but it doesn't give you any lasting damage. Your ears are ringing a little bit, but you're not under any kind of influence. Great.
Cyrus leans back. You were saying something about landmines.
Yeah. Okay. I forget. Did I pick up a scanner? I
Do you have it with you? Because it could be on the ship if you didn't grab it with
I
you.
don't remember if I have one.
We do.
Let's say
Supposedly,
yes.
Schmel and Yama are also with us.
Shmel
I
and
got
Yama
it.
have-
Yama, go in there.
They've been standing behind you, like,
Reevaluating their decision to come with us.
A bunch of idiots that can't take down a fence.
yeah, like, I'm just gonna stand back here till we get the all clear.
I got it. I'm going to seeing all of this, and I'm like, fuck, it's all really advanced, which means it's magic. All right. I'm gonna quickly tap on my goggles and cast detect magic.
Sure. That just happens, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Nope. There's no magic here.
No, there's none of it.
None of
It's
it.
all purely tech. Oh god, that's way scarier. Oh no. That's one spell slot
Everything
wasted.
okay out there?
Not exactly.
Do you need a drink? I can only do one thing.
But you do it really, really well, and we appreciate you.
Thank you.
Can I try and roll, like, dex or something? See if I can, like, hop my way through the field? Because I'm swift as fuck.
You
What
are
is
really
the ground? Is it dirt? Is
really
it
dexterous.
rocks? Is it like
Yeah. that's a good
it's
question.
it's a cobbled path to up to the house, but there's a lot of like kind of brush and
Are there
undergrowth.
stones that Cyrus could pick up? Yeah.
This is what we're doing now.
Yes.
You almost got
You know
blown
what?
the fuck up.
If you need to get through something and you have no other way to do it, he's gonna pick up a handful of rocks and he's gonna toss it across
I'm
the
gonna cast
field.
guidance on you so you do it better.
Do it better.
I don't know what you want me to roll for that, or even if you want me to roll for that.
I do.
I actually have a way of doing this if that doesn't work.
So you guys managed to actually burn down a nightclub, huh?
Okay. So I have the dice
It's
roll.
actually easier to light something on fire
would
when it's
you-
all around you.
What would you like me to add to it?
You can add a D4 as your guidance.
Yeah, the guidance. And
That spell that I forgot that I had.
Would it be like an
What'd you got?
athletics?
So that's
How
an
is the-
18 plus 2 for the guidance. And whatever you want me to add to it.
okay. I was thinking like dex, right? To
Okay, well then it's a 19.
okay, yeah.
That's pretty good.
You
His dex is a -1.
I know, it's still really good for the fact that your dex is bad.
yeah, you triggered 2 more of the mines.
Apparently we're not going to make it through this fast because none of us can glide or anything like that. So I'm going to cast Mage Hand and just start sweeping it back and forth in front of us. So like every few feet, just
Does
making
the
sure
hand
that.
take damage at all?
It's just it doesn't have health. I think it'll probably blow up if it gets hit by a landmine, but I can recast it because it's a cantrip. So it
Yeah.
doesn't really matter too much.
How much?
It's literally like just.
So I know that Mage Hand can pick up like up to 5 pounds.
Yeah, it can pick up and manipulate. I think it's up to 10 pounds actually.
10 pounds.
So I
How?
could probably exert that much force. in
Yeah,
another
that's what I was
direction.
thinking. How
Yeah.
much force does it exert? Yeah. 2 more mines go off, and now you're at the front door.
Oh, that was way too long. I didn't like that. Remind me to buy a metal detector. I have so many things on that shopping list.
Great,
Cyrus
so-
barging through the door.
You're at a door.
trying
busting
to
in?
trying to bust through the door.
I guess Cyrus is busting in.
Great, you don't see the sign that says no solicitors.
Nope.
There's a doorbell there. You don't see any of that.
Who
Go
needs
ahead and
it?
try to bust down a door.
11, 13. So that's a 15.
A 15 to bust down the door.
Yeah.
Yeah, you bust down the door.
Nice.
Door's busted.
Door's busted. Great. Who's inside now? Cyrus?
Cyrus is.
Everybody?
I think we're all going
I guess
in.
I'm
I
going
think
in.
Hieronymus is going to probably like stay on the porch and kind of watch.
Okay.
Keep an eye out for dangers attacking us from the rear,
Okay.
and not go through the paranoid guy's house of traps.
No, that makes a lot of sense.
Yeah, it does.
Yama and Schmel are out there with you.
All right, what do we see when we're inside now?
Okay, so when you're inside, it's a very small hut. Everything is in major disarray. Things have been tossed over. Things have been broken. You can see holes in the wall. In fact, there's a huge hole in the back wall, and there's a small kitchenette right next to it that's on fire. And as you look through this back hole, you can see basically what you guys did out front. There's a ton of detonated mines going all the way to the back, and as you come to this hole and you peek out, you see a ship flying away. So anybody who wants to do a perception check for me on if you recognize the ship.
Can I shoot the ship?
And as it's flying away, you start to see it cloak itself. So
I got a 15.
18.
Okay, great. So you two both recognize the flag and the purple solar sails of the Plasma Fangs as it heads and cloaks itself, and you hear the engine go further and further away.
Oh man, I
What
wanted
a
to make
bitch.
a shot. Shoot.
Too far away. And now you are back inside. As we look back inside, there's just a little kitchenette that's been, destroyed. There's a little bed that's been destroyed. There's a little workbench. On the workbench, you see a little toaster with some rockets on it.
Ooh, a rocket toaster. We could put that next to the coffee machine.
I have no idea how that works.
I would imagine it makes toast and then it shoots it out to you with rockets.
I'd like to poke it.
Sure, go ahead. Yeah.
You need me to roll something to poke it?
No, it's not on.
All right, I'm gonna sweep this.
I just wanted to
place.
make sure it wasn't a living thing.
Oh,
Like,
yeah, absolutely. You poke it, and it's like, well, just a toaster with rockets on it. Yeah, it's not plugged in. As you push it, it falls over, and the outlet on the bottom, the plug on the bottom.
Does
I'll
our
take it.
Does our okay?
Into the tummy it goes.
Yeah,
Does our ship have a powerful enough radar to detect cloaked ships or no?
That's a good question. I don't think so, but let's check.
I mean, it's not a very good cloaking device if it can be picked up by a fishing vessel.
Yeah.
I figured that,
Yeah.
but we have a weird mix of parts right now.
Right.
Because we
Right.
bought extra stuff and
You-
installed it. So
yeah, I think that.
Military vessels can't, but because we have that fish finder,
why doesn't anybody else use the fish finder?
you got a
Could be
fish
fish that
finder.
go invisible. You never
Yeah.
know.
No, you do have a short range scanner, but you definitely have to roll against the ship's perception, essentially. So yeah, you have some. If you wanted to run back out, but you can't really get over the anti-aircraft
We
cannons.
could try to send out a quick comm to them. I mean, they're not gonna stop if we try. There's only so much we can really do. All we know about these guys is that they're just a bunch of assholes, really. Somebody help me look around this place. Also, try not to touch anything that looks like it might blow up.
Let's do a looky.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm just gonna. I'm pretty much sweeping the place.
Ooh,
Just
I
doing a quick
rolled a
investigation.
5.
Okay.
I rolled lower, but I have a really high
rolled
investigation, so that's like a solid 11.
I was too focused on the toaster.
22.
All right, Cyrus finally leading the charge here. Everybody else can't see
yeah.
shit.
No,
He
it's-
is
it's 10.
slowly coming out of his drunkenness.
He's good now, actually. That coffee really helped. Yeah, so as you look around, you notice that there's a rug covering an area that just is doesn't match any of the interior. Now, not that
That's
the interior
sussy.
decor doesn't matches in the first place, but it's a little funky. And you lift up a corner of it and you find a trapdoor. So as you go down into the area underneath, you see that there is a full workspace with actual big crazy projects on the workbench, and there is a small iron cell. And if you actually go over and look up, you can see a slat of light coming through the ceiling above it, and you can see shadows moving over top of it. And
I don't like that.
then there's the controls to the security system as well.
Cyrus, don't just go down there. Have you learned nothing?
You might want to come down and take a look at this.
Well, you seem to be alive. All right. Just gonna walk down the stairs.
So it's just North
It's a tiny little hut. What? Oh boy. Wow. This is a lot of stuff.
Yeah, and this thing, they're he points out where the shadows were.
So they're above this place.
What
The slats with the shadows. Or is
so yeah, if you were to, who has spatial awareness, I guess is the question. Cyrus, you rolled what, a 22?
Yeah.
Yeah, so you've gone down the stairs towards the front of the house. So
Yes.
you're if you look through the cell and you look up, you can see shadows moving towards the front of the house, above you.
Are you sure that's not just Shmel and Yama? Because I think it might just be them.
And Hieronymus. Hieronymus is still out there.
Yeah.
Like we're out there smoking a cigarette or something,
Yeah.
you know, just hanging.
Shmel's like, yeah, so how long you been a pirate?
Surely before we met you.
Well, I mean, obviously you came in with like real strong pirate vibes. you know?
Yeah.
So it was like a while or like a new thing, a new career
Well,
choice?
well, you know, we just recently got into the whole pirating end of things, but we, you know, we've been doing other stuff before that, yeah.
Can
Yeah.
we hear this from down below?
roll of perception.
I need to know if I can hear this.
Yeah.
I rolled a 2. I don't hear anything.
15.
You've got a toaster in your
I'm
stomach now.
so much more focused on this toaster.
30, 20.
Yes,
15.
yeah, you can hear it.
Yep, that's just our friends. Well, this workshop is amazing. I'm gonna start just like looking around this place. I want to find everything.
Okay, go ahead and look around.
Cyrus is also gonna look around because he finds it a little bit.
I'm not.
odd.
I can't see shit today.
Is this
you've
an
got a
investigation?
toaster.
Get
A
your eyebrows in
22.
front of your eyes.
Another
investigation.
22 for perception.
Oh my god.
I got a 15
Okay.
on investigation.
I
Great.
switched the dice. That seemed to be the ticket.
Okay, so you're just perceiving. You're just trying to see what you can see.
Trying to see like. Okay, Cyrus finds it a little bit odd, like if you can see things above, that they would potentially be gone, especially because that was left over the trapdoor. So
you're concerned about hearing Yama and Shmel, yeah? That's what you're focused on. It seems like.
trying to see if like maybe they didn't get him.
Oh, okay.
If there's anything hidden down here or
Sure.
anything.
Sure. No, what you see is what you get.
Okay.
And in fact, if you go closer to the cell, you can see a control panel that seems to be wired up towards the slat. And in fact, I think you press a button, and the trapdoor opens and you fall in. Hieronymus falls into the cell.
Ah!
Just like looking in a drawer.
Well,
What the What the?
Hey,
I
welcome.
pressed a button. I'm sorry.
What have we told you? This whole place is a
It was-
giant booby trap.
Shmel like leans over through the trapdoor. Are you okay down there?
Oh yeah. I just it was. This was all planned. Don't worry, we got this under control.
Hi, Shmel.
Do you want me to keep guard out here?
Yeah, why don't you and Yama just keep an eye on things?
All right, you got it. All right, Hieronymus, you're trapped in an iron cell now.
So I'm trapped in a cell.
Until somebody lets you out.
I'm not doing it.
Cyrus is gonna look at it, see if there's any other way to open.
Yeah, the control panel that you open the trap door also opens the cell.
Okay, he's gonna open the cell.
Okay, great. The cell opens. You're not trapped in the cell.
What? Why?
I just wanted to see what happened.
Okay. So there's like a workshop down here. All right. Well, so we should all go get some sleep while Flux plays around for 6 or 7 hours while the guy that we're here to get is taken away.
I'm trying to find any sort of clue as to something he might be doing and why he would be abducted by the Plasma Fangs. Professionalism, you know?
Is there anything that you could use to help us possibly track him, or maybe
With this workshop?
upgrade our ship?
Always a possibility. I got a lot more supplies now all of a sudden.
Great. So you rolled what, 15?
Yeah,
on
I'm just looking around
investigation?
with a 15, yeah.
Yeah, so you see in the workshop, you see just like a bunch of half-finished projects laying around. There is actually a really interesting set of mechanical wings that you can see. And
Oh, those would have been
Yeah,
convenient.
those would have been useful.
and next to it, you see there's actually an adapter that if you look closer, you will notice that the adapter is meant to plug into electronics. So if you were to plug it into, say, Pearl, you would optimize the solar sail wings to a higher degree than if you were to just wear them.
So wait, so the wings.
The wings have a way that they can conform to a life form, and then what you're holding is the adapter that could plug into some kind of android or robotic individual.
Right.
Could
And the
upgrade
wings are
the-
finished, yeah.
Yep. They're solar sail wings. They've got beautiful kind of patterning on them that would catch any kind of solar flare and help you fly around.
Cute.
Right.
Match my eyebrows.
Yeah.
So
Turn
just
you into a weird angel.
to quickly make
Hell
sure I'm
yeah.
correct on this. The wings would work on anybody,
Yes.
but they'd work better with an android.
Yes.
Okay, great. Sure, fair enough. I'm just gonna pick these up.
As he yeets the adapter.
We don't need this.
I want these. He literally can't.
I
His
was gonna
back
say-
is literally covered in these tentacle things.
I don't think they would fit. Well, maybe.
There's not a lot of room back there.
Yeah, that's fair.
I'm gonna fold them up. I don't know how small I can fold them. They're pretty big. I
Yeah, they're
imagine.
like backpack sized.
I'm just gonna carry these over to Cyrus. Hey, these are gonna be really useful for later. Hold on to these for like.
Grabs them with one arm.
They're really heavy. Okay. I'm gonna keep looking around.
Okay, great. You see pretty much prototypes of everything that you've encountered before you've got here. The mines, the laser fence, the anti-aircraft turrets. You see tons of plans, tons of blueprints. You see calculations. You see all kinds of things that the more you look, the more crazy and intelligent this guy is. Like, bonkers in the way of, like, obviously the toaster with rockets was a decoy, but that is also how his mind works, of like, how can we add more, be more, do more. And then you see a really, really, really old journal off to the side that's not open as well.
Just gonna hold on to that for a sec.
Do you open it?
Is my detect magic still up?
Yeah.
Is this magic?
Old journal.
Okay, I'm just quickly looking over for
It could
traps.
be
just to make
booby
sure.
trapped. You
It
don't
could
know.
be. It could
I'm
be.
cautious as fuck, man. This guy is a
At
weirdo.
this point,
This guy is a weirdo. Yeah.
I'm just making sure it's not trapped.
Yeah.
Okay, not okay.
No.
Yeah, I'll begin to leaf through it.
As you leaf through it, you see plans upon plans for vessels that were meant to house large groups of people, and you see plans for an old garage, and like a really old garage that shouldn't have housed those vehicles but did anyways.
These are certainly unique designs. I mean, some of these things are like arcs, like meant to hold civilizations of people. This is kind of insane, actually. It kind of reminds me, there's some old history thing about it. My history is mostly Zalarian, so not really something I'm super keen on, but I can look into it more. Kind of makes me want to.
I mean,
Ancient technology, that's...
do you want us to roll history?
Sure, roll history.
I don't know what Flux knows about it. I don't think it's much. I'm gonna try.
An 11.
Okay, 11.
Natural 20.
Great.
I don't know a fucking thing.
So, yeah, Flux, you know everything there is to know about Kudatume and when it blew up. And how people got off of Kudatume, including using an arc to get off of the planet. Why do you know all this?
I read a history book on it once. There was a lot of downtime. So, anyways, yeah, this guy might be from... Didn't we just watch a stream about an art piece from Kudatume?
I do believe that there was something on the news, yeah, about
plasma
Kudatume.
fangs.
Yeah.
And now they're collecting people from there too? That's really not cool.
Why would they do that?
I don't know.
Because they're space dicks.
That is actually quite correct, but we need more of a reason, like a motive.
It depends. Sometimes planets are able to house certain things or have certain properties, and their people can have that power too, so...
I don't know.
Do I know anything about the people from Kudate? Like, are they like a certain species? Do they have any specific abilities?
That's a good question.
I did roll a
You
20.
did roll a 20. I think if I remember correctly, the people of Kudatume were kind of all different kinds of people. It was just that they lived there on that planet.
Just happened to be like a
Yeah.
habitable planet.
But they were all young.
Yeah, they're all under 50 except for a couple people, like the person whose journal you were holding. Because he wasn't there. He blew up the other the moon. Yeah, so I think you have a general idea of like who the people of Kudatume are, and
That history is a wild one. Whew. Let me tell you about some of the stories I heard during that last year.
and then I think you do recognize whose journal it is.
Yeah, this was. I'm Ian's actually forgetting. This is
Randy.
not Flux. This is
Oh,
Randy.
I was gonna say Ron.
No,
It's
close.
Uncle
Randy.
Ron?
Randy's
It's
garage.
Randy's
yeah.
garage.
You know, you'd think he'd have a more dramatic name, given how apparently influential he was during that time, but it's...
We do not choose our names.
No, but you can pick a better title. Also, some people choose their names. Not everybody sticks with the ones that are given.
That is true.
I didn't know that was an option.
Yeah, it's always an option. If you don't like the one that you're given and you want to be something else, pick something else. Why? Do you not like Pearl?
It is more of a title than a name.
Because it's the type of unit you are, yeah?
Yes.
Would you like us to call you something different?
Yeah.
Oh, I've never thought about it before.
Well, maybe we'll pick up a book of baby names or something next time we go to the Undermarket, and we'll look through it, all right?
I want Pearl to make that hand
A+
motion
shit.
so much.
I'm gonna pocket that journal. 'Cause
Cool.
That seems like it has diagrams and stuff that's kind of nuts.
Yeah, like you're just like, what the heck?
Can I figure out what any of these other unfinished projects are? Because you said there's like a ton of them, and I'm wondering if they're like weaponry. I mean, I know there's some that were like the landmines. Which, if there's any that are like mostly finished or close to being finished, I am pocketing those because those could be really useful.
Yeah, so you can pick up a couple of spare mines for sure.
Just like 2 of them.
Yeah.
Okay, 2 landmines. Good stuff. And I'll grab the materials and stuff for the rest of them because I know that there's like explosive powder and stuff, and I'll just sort of pocket that, add it to my.
There's
Sorry,
not as much as you would think. So the more you look around, the more you realize that anything explosive, weaponry, has been just for castle defense, essentially.
That makes sense.
So there is mostly just like projects that would be for transportation or for discovery or for, education. Like this
Might spend a few minutes grabbing extra parts. I think might be useful
Sure.
for our ship in case they break.
yeah.
Shield regenerator.
Yeah.
Do another investigation for me.
I am a scavenger. That's what
Cyrus
I am.
is gonna look for little odds and ends that aren't like really useful. But
18.
Just, like,
18. Yeah, absolutely.
More stuff to add to your collection.
More stuff to add to
And I
Cyrus's
also,
collection.
you mentioned something about the anti-aircraft designs, like the anti-aircraft guns, and those seemed like really good. So I'm definitely looking for pieces of those and the blueprints if I can.
You can't find those. You do find a big tarp in the corner. It was under, like, there was no lights in that corner, so you had a hard time seeing it. You take the tarp and you fling it off, and you see 2 compact boosters. Pristine condition, never been installed, little dusty, maybe like they would be rusty, but they're not because it's a good metal. And they seem like they might fit old Bessie.
Ooh,
I got a big win for us guys. And
I do as well. And she'll pull out the toaster with rockets on it.
You're right. That's pretty impressive.
And she'll be like, yeah. And
Hey,
then she'll-
morality police. You're not going to
she'll,
care
um,
if... Oh, sorry. Go on.
She'll give it to you.
Oh,
Because you're the tech guy.
I have this toaster now. My bags are all
Cyrus
full.
is
and,
like in the meantime looking
it
for
make
little
rocket
odds and
toast?
ends and useless.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure it's just a toaster with rockets attached.
So like it makes your toast and then it delivers it to you via rocket.
No, more like you put your toast in, pull down the lever, and then it flies away.
But it does have an AC plug, so if it flies too far, it unplugs itself.
so it doesn't finish making my fucking toast.
Or it makes the perfect toast.
Okay, how much is the delay from toast down to takeoff? Like,
there's no
this
delay.
is the
Immediate.
question.
Does anyone want to plug it in and try it out?
Dude, this is so stupid. Flux is like literally like, I can harvest this for parts and that's about it. We need a normal toaster. Maybe I'll take the rockets off.
Pearl is shaking with anticipation. Because she's so excited that she found this thing she thought you would like.
I'm just like holding it and I'm like, well,
And like, no facial expressions, but she's vibrating.
I think it's very creative. It's definitely unique. Haven't seen anything like this before. Probably going to take some time to look it over, see if there's anything we could learn
Of
from
course.
it. You seem more excited about this than I am, frankly. Like, I feel like you should keep it because it's definitely up your alley.
But it was a gift to a friend.
Well, I can't
And
say
this
no
is
to that.
this is what friends do.
You're right. There's nothing quite like a gift you picked up 5 minutes ago from a dead guy's house.
Just take
put
the
it in my
damn
bag.
toaster.
Would you rather I draw some
doing her
eyebrows on you?
Pearl is trying.
Doing her best.
I'm going to try my best to put it in my bags, which are all full, and I'm just gonna sort of.
You're gonna roll
hold
for it?
over
You're gonna see
one.
how horribly it goes?
Cyrus. Sure. What you
That's a
got?
19 finally.
Yeah.
To look for tiny little trinkets.
There are prototypes
Would
of
you like a
pretty much
toaster with rockets?
everything. There is a tiny version of the toaster with
Yo.
rockets.
Oh my gosh. Okay, getting the tiny toaster.
Does it-
I actually
Does
have
it
a plan
work?
for the toaster.
Does it work?
It could if you had the right power source.
If you had the right toast.
The toast is the power source,
Ooh.
Wow, that's impressive.
which
You
is why
see,
it's the
no,
prototype.
Tiny little
okay,
toaster
hear me
rocket.
out. Hear me out. The big toaster was designed to power the tiny toaster.
That makes too much sense.
You're right.
There is an adapter between the two.
Dang.
You find that adapter.
So happy.
And Cyrus, you also find just like everything is got a smaller prototype. The weapons don't fire; they just move. They articulate.
They're like the physical mock-ups.
Yeah, it's the 3D printed version of everything. You find tons of tools, screwdrivers and hammers and wrenches and wrenches in the size of hammers and hammers in the size of screws and like every tool that you could
This time
possibly
really loved
find.
playing with sizes.
Yeah, lots of different size options there. You also find, weirdly enough, little models of dinosaurs and crabs.
How odd! Coincidental.
How weird.
Do the crabs have multiple sets of limbs that they wouldn't normally have?
And there's a top hat on one of them.
Action figures.
Shark wolves?
Shark wolves, regular wolves, werewolves.
Wow.
There's little versions, but it's all handmade out of clay, so they don't look very good.
So this guy's insane.
Is the
Has
episode?
that not been clear in the way that I've been
No,
describing?
but this guy's
things?
a whole different kind of insane.
Yeah.
There's
Is
levels
Is the world
to
building
it.
episode coming out next week? Going
No,
to, no,
it's the character session next week.
Damn, I was gonna say. For those of you who don't understand this, you got to watch some of our pre-sessions.
If they existed
These are
on the internet,
If they existed on the internet,
but they don't currently.
it might be more difficult.
You need to get a
They'll be
bootleg.
there eventually.
Eventually, they will happen. If anybody can offer me more time in the day,
These
Yeah.
are references for us as players.
Yeah.
Our characters are like,
yeah, characters
Like,
like oh, little,
oops.
Cyrus appreciates them though, and he's taking them all.
great. You've got action
I'm
figures
just grabbing
now.
a bunch of
Fantastic.
bits and bobs and
Bits
such
and
as
bobs.
well. Like as Cyrus is like tossing aside things, Flux is like behind him picking them up.
Picking up
Yeah.
the important things.
Yeah.
you're-
Hieronymus is just sitting there looking at his watch, doing calculations as how far this ship could have gotten while we were futzing around here.
Yeah, Flux definitely got really distracted by this whole place.
So we might as well take a nap.
Yeah. Hieronymus, actually do an investigation check for me.
All right.
Flux is currently loading up the boosters onto his crab, by the
15.
way.
Great, 15. Hieronymus, as Flux is loading up boosters onto crabs, and Cyrus is picking up trinkets, and Pearl is fascinated by this toaster.
Has a tiny one now.
You see right next to where the tart fell when it got pulled off, a tiny little screen that stands by itself with a blinking light on it that
Sus.
seems to be moving. And as you look closer, you can see that the entire screen is moving, like showcasing forward movement.
Sure. Hey guys, this thing over here, Flux, hey. What do you make of this? Does this look like maybe some kind of a tracking device thing? Like if you were a paranoid guy, would you want to like be able to have some kind of tracking device on you so that somebody could find you if they needed to, like if you got kidnapped?
No, I actually don't want anybody trapping me ever. But I'm gonna look this thing over and see if I can figure out what it does.
Sure. Do an investigation. I like how so Flux was like, yeah, I am a paranoid guy, but not like that.
25.
There's
25.
levels.
There's levels.
There's levels to paranoia that I have not quite reached yet.
You've
Flux has not
got-
reached the tiny little clay models.
This guy's older than me, so he's had more time to let it fester and
Sure.
grow.
Guarantee he's never seen a day of therapy in his life.
No.
You
no.
think Flux
this,
has?
This is this
yeah,
is
Flux
Flux's
is still
future.
young, but this man, yikes.
Yes. You know exactly what this is. It is a tracking beacon. And the screen itself doesn't offer a ton of information, but if you press a couple buttons, it'll bring up a little info graph of gives you coordinates that are constantly moving, and that it is the beacon number 528, and it says location Shu, and all this information that essentially tells you that it is attached to the gentleman that you were attempting to find and reach, and it is now moving.
Well, we know where the ship is. We can't guarantee this guy's actually alive, but I get the idea that they probably wouldn't have just murdered him. He
You
seems
never
useful.
know.
I mean, if they were going to murder him, why didn't they just murder him and
Leave him?
here? Yeah.
Yeah, usually you leave a message.
Yeah.
Or
They
you
didn't
just don't
take
want a corpse stinking up your ship.
Right, that's also true. We usually just throw him at the airlock at that point. Yeah. We've all done that a couple times. You got somebody all dead on... It's not important.
Can I go back to sitting over there?
The airlocks that we have on ships.
We usually just throw
With
them
our
off the
open
side.
deck.
The side, thank you.
Yeah, sorry. I'm so used to the real world.
No, you got you two got to figure it out on your own. Yeah, cool. So what are we doing now?
I guess we gotta go after that guy, right?
Yeah, I'm just gonna I'm gonna look at some of the blueprints really quick just to make sure I have them in my mind, because Flex has a photographic memory, so he's just like, got it, got it. Okay, got the designs down. Gonna have to sketch those later.
Cyrus just gonna be like, why don't you just take the blueprints?
You know, as much as we are stealing from this place, I don't want it to look like it's been totally ransacked.
It has.
Now let's get those boosters out of here.
Yep, let's take everything.
Great, you're taking everything.
Nah, you're right. We
Got
should probably
it.
just take it. We can give it back as like a sign of good faith once we find him. Just gonna grab all of them.
I mean, we could always say we didn't want it to fall into the wrong hands.
The only reason I wasn't grabbing them was because my bag's already full. But fine, here, hold these.
Cyrus takes it with his other arm.
Great. So we're loading up the ship.
We have to find this guy. 10 minutes later, we're all leaving his house with a bunch of stuff, like all of his stuff.
We got sticky fingers.
Yeah, we're pirates. It's inevitable.
It's fine. I think as you walk out, Schmel is like, "Ooh, do you need help with that?"
Yeah, no, here, hold on to. I'm gonna hand him the toaster. And then hold on to.
What, is this a very explosive weapon?
No, these are. Hold these.
Oh God! Oh, okay. I'm new to this pirating thing.
No, it's fine. Just don't press the buttons. You're good.
Okay. All right.
I don't think they're done anyway, so it's probably fine, but just don't test.
Okay. And he like starts walking the slowest, most gingerless you could ever walk, like 1 foot in front of the other, like trying not to shake at all.
All right, we're
Our
gonna head back to
sweet
the
baby
ship.
boy.
Schmel's trying his best. Yama does not care. Yama's like turning on and off the stun blade. Ooh, it's pretty.
Yama, we're going back.
Okay, coming. You all head back onto the ship?
Yeah.
Cool. Am I correct in assuming that you fly backwards instead of
Yes.
over?
No, let's go
his-
right through. Yeah, we're going
Okay.
backwards.
Cool.
Yeah, I don't think we disarmed those.
You
so-
did not. You could, but you did not.
No, as much as Flux wants to take all of those guns, we don't have time.
Don't have time.
We don't have time. We just ransacked.
So let me
everything else.
clarify something too. We've just put the boosters onto the deck of the ship. We've not installed them on the ship.
No, that was gonna probably take a little while.
Okay, so we don't have increased boosters.
Can we
right
do
now.
the boosters, like, can he be working on installing them as we're flying, or does the ship need to be stopped and
Yeah.
whatever?
Feels a little bit dangerous to try to attach something. to
How
an
long
engine
do I
when-
think it would take to
Well-
attach them?
I mean, we fly under, like, sail power, don't we?
We can. It's our backup.
Can.
Yeah, we have.
It'll be real slow catching up though to a ship that's probably already faster
I was under
than
the
our
impression
own.
that the sail catches the solar energy, which then powers the boosters.
Okay.
Yes.
So we need to have that up as like absorbing the energy.
A couple hours.
Couple hours.
We also need we need our shields back up. May I remind you? If we are going after another pirate ship, it may be a good idea to have shields.
No, that is correct. And also, I think if we're going to be able to dodge them and sort of get around and stuff, it might help to have extra mobility.
Well, do the boosters give you extra mobility, or does it just give you extra linear thrust
Well,
during a
it'll-
long voyage? I mean, I think of booster, I think of straight
Okay,
forward.
let me rephrase.
But I'm not a science guy.
We're going to spend a couple hours putting these on, but then we'll save more than a couple hours catching them up to them.
Okay.
So I think that's a win.
You just want to play with the boosters.
I mean, I'm curious. I've never seen things with plutonium cores before. All right.
If we end up in a situation we need those shields and we don't have them, it's not going to be fun. I'm
Can I
just
re-enable
warning you
them?
now.
Re-enable the shields.
Can I spend time working on that?
Yes. So are you working on the shield or the boosters?
Well, I'm putting on the boosters first, and then I'm going to try to reactivate the shield as we're flying, I imagine.
Okay, so yes, it's going to take another hour if you.
I think we'll be. We're not going to catch them in an hour, so I think we should have time for that.
Okay. So you are going to install boosters,
Yep.
fix the shields.
Yep.
I'm going to get back to what that looks like in a second. What is everybody else doing in this 3 hours that we're just waiting?
Making rocket toast.
Yeah, seriously, what happens with the rocket toaster?
We all are at least a bit neurodivergent. So you're gonna give us 3 hours to kill at a rocket toaster and not expect chaos.
No, I'm here for it. So the rocket toaster. You plug it in. I don't know where an outlet
Our
is on
sweet
old
baby.
Probably
Next to the
like,
fax
yeah,
machine.
next to the fax
Next to
machine,
the
which
fax
is
machine.
unfortunately in the control
I'm
room.
glad you're plugging the possibly explosive device into our ship while I'm adding the engine.
In the control room.
You don't know this, I assume.
Oh no,
because
I
you're
know. This
fixing-
is Ian.
Yeah,
saying
got
this.
it, got it. So the toaster. Do we have bread to put in it?
We have noodles.
Okay, we put a stack of dried noodles.
Like a
ramen block.
Cube of ramen.
Cyrus is also going to move Trillix, so Trillix doesn't get hurt.
Right, Trillix is not in any kind of firing range. The rocket toaster, you push the lever down, and it's plugged into the wall, and the toaster turns on, ding, and the rockets turn on, and it flies up, but it's not enough power to pull the outlet out of the wall, so
no.
now it's just hovering up there, and then
That is the coolest thing ever.
Thank you. The toast pops, ding, and then the rockets power down, and the whole thing crashes to the ground.
Is the toast
Do it again! Do it again!
well?
What? I'm gonna pull out from under the ship. What is happening up there?
The ramen is burnt
We're
as heck.
experimenting on a few
Damn.
things. Don't worry.
Let me just say, ramen's not
Are
supposed to
there-
go in a toaster.
No, it's not.
So it's burnt as heck, and
It
there's
has a very
huge
specific scent.
there's a huge dent in the bottom of the toaster now, because this thing was never supposed to be plugged in. This was the project that Randy was like, okay, if someone breaks into the house and they want to take the valuables, what do they think? What do I think is valuable? You know what I think is valuable? Toast is pretty valuable. that was the
I
end of the
mean,
thought
We have
process.
got to
Valid,
meet
though.
this guy.
Absolutely.
Valid though, because we did take it. We took it. And we took the prototype too.
You did take the prototype too. You plug in the prototype, and there's actually like a weird electric volt that goes through, and it undents the bottom of it.
Oh, that's what that's for.
And that's it. That's all that happens.
Sar's just, he makes sure that the toaster is back in position. He puts a small toaster beside it so that the whole system is set up again for when they have bread.
You're not going to let me take this toaster apart for parts, are you?
Absolutely not.
You might as well try taking Schmel apart for parts, man.
Hey!
It ain't happening.
I don't have any parts to take apart.
It was a meta reference there, pal. Don't worry about it.
Yikes, you got me scared there.
Flux is still under the ship, so I imagine you just said this to the air like you knew I was going to say it.
Okay, cool. So everybody is watching this toast.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Except for me.
Got it.
This
Cool.
toast.
The non-toast. The
My crab
non-toasting.
is there as well.
Your
He's not
crab-
helping me. He's on the deck with you
Watching
guys.
the toast.
Even your crab thinks that our toast experiment is more interesting.
He's recording everything.
I was gonna say he's recording it for sure, and then playing it back in slow motion.
Yeah, we're going to upload this to the streams. Everybody's going to see us just messing around with toast.
We absolutely need to meet this guy because, oh my gosh.
We're the same. Okay, cool. Flux. Do some rolling for me. It's all gonna happen. I just want to see how good it happens.
I assume this is with my Tinker's tools.
Yes.
Which is... Do I need to make any parts for this? Like with... Okay, because I have Smith's tools as well. I wasn't sure if I needed to bust those out.
No, I will say that the shields you're just putting them back up to max.
Oh, that was really bad. Oh, no. I rolled a 2.
Okay, you're
I'm
not
sad
putting
that I
them
used
back
my
up to
little
max.
advantage medal earlier today.
And you lost another one. I
I
am gonna
wanted to
hold
use
that over your
my
head.
chip, but I forgot my dice today, so I can't use my advantage chip. That's a shame.
It's gotta be here.
Do you want a second set of dice? To
Well,
try?
it's just so you understand, it's not a 2, it's an 8.
Okay.
Because I have such a bonus to it, so. It's still not good.
No, I think you get the shields up to half.
Okay.
So, Cyrus, that's where you
You
watch
can add that in there, Cyrus, because you're keeping track of that.
you see the control panel kind of boot up, and it like gives you a readout, and it's like up to half. Cool. So, how does the boosters go?
You want me to roll for that one as well?
Mm-hmm.
we lose old Bessie because
I'm not
of this,
rolling
and
well
then we
today.
were all upset. No.
That's a 10.
Okay, you install the boosters. They definitely need like one more adapter to make them fit super snug, but they're on. They won't fall off.
I think we're good to go for now. I'm probably going to want to spend some time with him later, but I don't want to waste more. I mean, unless you want me to waste more time, but I think we should probably be going.
Cyrus, the readout on the screen now says that your fly speed is increased by 25 feet. So you can go pretty fast now.
Flux is just going to finish putting in some like rivets, just like.
Yeah.
Well, it's definitely not falling off the ship.
All right, when you're done with that, you can help fix the rocket toaster.
Wait, you broke it?
Well, no, but to make the ramen better because it burnt.
You put ramen in the toaster.
We didn't have any bread.
We did figure out what it does,
That
though.
doesn't mean that.
I mean, we could have put a Cliff Bar in, I suppose.
All right, whatever.
Great. Is that where we're at? What are we doing?
Yeah,
Cool.
doing a scoot.
Doing a scoot.
Doing a scoot.
All right.
Whose inventory is the rocket toaster? You told me to fix it. Does that mean it's in mine?
No, I mean it's on the ship, so it's ship inventory. I think.
Yeah, put
at
it
this
in old
point.
Bessie.
We
Yeah.
should have a ship inventory.
We should, and I think the pilot should keep track of that. the person who's also good at note taking.
I'm glad you're doing it because my inventory is just a nightmare. It's
Your
just,
Oh,
inventory
mine's
is
like
drugs.
close, like color coded, has all different information
Well,
about everything.
I have a mix of things I actually own and everything I plan on building with all of the garbage I have in my bag.
Yeah.
That's fair.
Yeah. All right, cool. Flux or Hieronymus, whoever has it, I assume you plug the tracking beacon into the system.
Yeah,
Yeah?
sure.
Cool.
Yep. I'm over with Pearl actually right now.
Okay, so somebody has
Yeah.
plugged in the tracking beacon. As you plug in the tracking beacon, there is a very audible beeping sound of the tracker, and you see Otto actually glow in sync with the tracking light. Just
We're not sure if he does that or if
Yeah.
he just wants to.
yeah, you don't know. But it is now happening. And you take off the planet. You don't destroy any more crops,
Nice.
as far as I
nice.
understand.
I throw down a firebomb.
On the crops?
No, I don't do that. I don't have any firebombs.
I'm ready for your shenanigans. Great. So as you take off, Cyrus, are you watching any kind of scanner?
Cyrus is going to watch, partially because Otto lost a little bit of his trust for the landing.
Otto likes to go in circles.
Yes, but he is watching now.
Okay, cool. Roll a perception with the ship perception.
Okay, with the
Attaching the wings to Pearl.
Okay, wait, hang on. We got to come back to that.
I just didn't want that to be lost
Let
in
me-
the travel time.
I need to know what's happening.
Okay, let me check. Perception's wisdom, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
I know it's not great. It's not great on old Bessie.
No, it's like a 6.
Okay, cool.
With my roll.
You don't see anything. That's fine. Yeah, Pearl, are you consenting to having wings attached to
Well,
you?
yeah, I was gonna say.
No?
As Cyrus brings the wings on the ship, after I'm finished like putting on the things, everything else, I'm all like, I'm covered in like oil and soot, and I'm just like, okay, next project, I guess. Never slow down, right? Pearl, question: do you want to fly?
Are you on drugs?
Valid question.
I was inhaling a lot of fumes.
You look unwell.
Yeah, it was. You know, it's fine. It's been a long day. I got electrocuted earlier. Didn't feel great.
As Flux is talking, Pearl's just gonna start casting, is it prestidigitation? You can clean like 1 square foot at a time.
Yeah,
I'm
you
just
can-
gonna like
I don't think that's
start
prestidigitation.
cleaning
You can
him.
no prestidigitation clean stuff off.
Okay.
Yeah.
You can unsoil things.
Got it, yeah.
Yep.
But it's only like this much, so I have to keep casting it. But it's a cantrip, so
Yeah.
I'm just
Oh,
like
it just,
blah, blah,
every
blah,
time
blah,
it like
blah, blah,
flashes
blah,
in my face. I'm like, Pearl, okay, well, actually, that stain was there for like months. Wow. Okay. Didn't know you could do that. Glad you can. We found this really awesome set of wings that we could attach to you, and they work better in mechanical creatures than they do in organic ones. And I'm only like 10% mechanical, so it would be better for you. Also, they attach to your back. I got a lot going on back there.
Will it hurt?
I don't think so. I mean, I might have to put a couple rivets in, but I don't think so.
Are you trying to do this now?
Well, I think we're gonna be flying for like the next few hours.
How many hours can Cyrus see, like, about estimated time?
If you're following the tracking beacon, yeah, it's gonna be a minute. I mean, they had a head start, and they have a
hell of a
nicer
head
They have a
start.
nicer ship, and you spent 3 hours putting stuff on the ship, and at least 30 minutes looting the poor man's house.
I don't know
hope
what you
other
mean.
natives to that planet watched all that happen. By the way, where they're like, what was that weird ship? And they look into the valley and they see the house is like smoking and on fire, and we're just like casually working.
There's
but yeah,
only one farmer, and you pissed him off, so he doesn't care.
I don't quite understand. I know the wings are like things anybody could put on.
Yes.
But with the case of Pearl being that it's actually going to be part of her, I assume it's something where I could like actually attach it, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Now I'm going to spend some time literally welding it to your body.
Oh, good. Can't wait.
You don't need to weld, first of all.
No,
It's an
I-
adapter. So you could take apart back panels and adapt it into.
Oh, I just put in the little USB chip, and then the wings will just be like and
Yeah.
like mold on.
Yeah, but you have to-
That's way better.
Yeah, but you do have to take the back panels off.
Right, well, I'm gonna have to, because you're a very complex machine. I'm just gonna have to spend a little bit of extra time making sure I'm not damaging anything. But I'm gonna have to open up the back of your head again. You okay, Arliss?
Mine's already gone.
Is that
I was
little,
wondering what
cool,
fell.
like, bobblehead thing that you have on the dash falling off again?
That's Cyrus's wallet.
But yeah, I mean, is that all right with you?
I suppose.
All right. Let's go below deck. Let's go to my workshop.
We've been getting very personal lately.
It's just been like 2 days of upgrades and stuff, so
Do you not find it personal?
should it be?
I am a being.
Well, okay. Normally when I'm making things, I don't talk like that. I spent a ton of time building 377, and I mean, you know, he's a little companion, and I'm happy he's there.
He's a being. He is your friend.
I'm gonna look down at him. I mean, yeah. I mean, he's not really on the same level of intellect as you are.
Does that mean he's not your friend?
No, it just means he's a little closer to a really friendly dog.
I feel like you're avoiding my question.
Do you want the wings or not?
Well, not if you're gonna be like that. Yeah, fine. Pearl will drop it.
All right, we're gonna go downstairs and I'm gonna start installing those. I'm gonna open up the back of your skull again.
Literally probing inside my head. This isn't personal.
Not
at all.
personal. Not personal.
I am going to take a few extra minutes jotting down some notes regarding Pearl's mental capacity.
Okay. And this is different from what we did earlier at Zenkri's workshop.
Zenkri's was mostly about making sure that the head thing was patched. It was a little bit of like poking around and being like, oh, that's interesting. That's a lot of damage stuff. I'm actively taking notes now on how it works.
Are you being sneaky about it?
Yes.
All right. Well, then I guess we're rolling.
Oh gosh.
I don't even know what I'd be rolling for this.
That's
I'm
okay.
I'm not lying to you. I'm just,
My perception is a total of 3, so I don't notice.
I imagine this is like sleight of hand or something.
Yeah, sure.
He could always roll a 1.
12.
No.
Yeah, I mean, I think it just feels like,
Like he's
yeah, futzing
doing
around.
shit in my
I
head.
basically
Yeah.
just open up the back of your cranial capacity and I work on like sort of moving some wires aside and just sort of jotting a couple of things down. Every once in a while I hear like a little bit of a spark and I'm like, everything's fine, it's just a little bit of just gonna keep going.
Sure.
Here at the dentist, you can't really tell what they're doing in there.
Right.
No.
You just gotta trust.
And after a short period of time I move a few things aside and I take this small little chip and I just attach a few wires to it. Right. I think it's going to take a moment to install. You might see a little loading bar.
Pearl just drops. Just like face plants into the floor.
Do you actually?
Yes.
Gotta look around, see if anyone else is there. Okay. Wow.
That was a joke.
433 is there recording.
Do that again. Say that line again.
That was a joke.
Do you like look at me at this?
Yeah, Pearl like looks up and like lifts her magnetic eyebrows. She's like, "That was a joke."
Flux is just like, oh, great.
Have my jokes improved?
Your skull is still open, Pearl. You could have damaged something.
I'm fine.
Okay. Okay. Lay down again, please. Oh my god.
I don't think Flux likes my jokes.
It's no. I just. Okay.
I wish someone else had been down there to see that.
Yeah.
I'm gonna start putting the cranial casing on. You just hear like the. It's all shaky now.
Yeah.
Okay.
The download completes and your underneath where like the base of your neck would be pops open, and you have like basically access to your spine, and you can attach the wings in there and it'll
Okay. This
close
one is
around
going
it.
to be actually relatively painless. Just gonna attach those in there. Right, so a few synthetic muscles should be growing in really fast, and they're going to be attaching this. It's kind of just going to be like flexing your shoulders, only a little lower and a little wider. I mean, they're moving. You're doing both. You're just not used to having the extra thing. When I first got these, it took me a really long time to get used to having other limbs that moved.
I have 4. She raises like all 4 of her arms.
Yeah, I know.
Would it help if I moved all of them?
You know, I mean, like I said, they're moving. It's just going to be something you figure out, I think.
Pearl's she's not paying attention to you anymore. She's just gonna look down and keep like.
I think as Flux is sort of looking over this, his tentacles just kind of casually mimic the shape of the wings. And he's just sort of like thinking, he's like kind of moving them a little bit to try to see. He's like, how
What
do,
does this feel like?
do I
would-
guess?
I have wings. How would they move? Well, you got wings now, Pearl.
Neat.
Neat.
So what all, I'm just curious, what all the, I know it gives you flying speed.
Yeah.
It does give you flying speed. I can share this in just a second.
I was just looking at the wings of flying item like earlier today, and I was like, that'd be cool to make.
It's like we are too similar as people. Okay, cool. I've shared with you the wings.
All right, and I would know how these work because I just installed them.
Yes. But essentially, you get some additional reactions and gliding and just some little
Right,
things.
so it's less active flight and more glides.
Yeah, it's solar
It's falling
sails.
in style.
Yes.
Yes, they're solar sail wings, so they're not exactly meant to like make you jump up and down, right?
Make you into a flying squirrel.
Yeah, they're like hang gliders, but cooler. I also will share with you the mine as well before I forget about that. So there is the stun mines as well.
Oh.
Fun.
So those are the things that you have acquired. Great.
This is useful.
And Cyrus, roll ship scanner again.
No.
No.
No, that's a 1. No.
Okay. Anybody else want to look at the ship scanner?
I think Flux has passed out.
Yeah, you had a rough.
It's been I just did like project after project, and I think I just like went face down on my bed.
Is it
and
just
like, out.
perception?
So the ship perception is -5, I believe. But yeah. So just roll, yeah. Or you can look with your regular eyeballs.
I'll
Just
look with my eyeballs.
yeah, not on the scanner, just out in the air.
That's a 13.
You notice something in the very, 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 very far distance. Like it looks like a collection of stars seem to be moving, but nothing that would make you anxious or worried.
Sus.
So, what else is happening, guys? How's it going?
I am so asleep.
Your Flux is asleep. Hieronymus, are you still futzing with Toaster, or what are you doing?
No, I think Hieronymus is just kind of hanging out with Schmel and what's
Yama?
and Yama.
You've forgotten my name already.
I'm horrible at names, Yama.
He's just got so many. Like,
That's right. I can't remember my own names from time to time.
You
so.
have many names?
I've had numerous aliases over the years. It's a pirate thing.
Oh, do I need one?
Would you like to have an alias?
Can you give me a cool pirate name?
I'll work on that.
Oh, you don't have one?
How about Cafe Olay?
I mean, yeah, but how is that different from like what I normally like? That's not a pie. That's like I could do like a drag show with that.
do you wanna?
Is that something you're interested in?
I mean, live your truth, girl.
I have many drag friends. I mean, like,
Well, sure, you work in a coffee shop.
yeah, I mean, like Yama the Unconquerable,
All right.
Yama the Planet Destroyer, Yama Cool Girl.
Oh, she wants to use her real name?
Well, I
in her
can't think of a
pirate
bet. I mean, my name is not. It's like I need a pirate version of my. Well, or a
Schmel,
different.
what do you think would be a good pirate name for Yama here? Hieronymus is totally trying to fix up Schmel and Yama. He's playing matchmaker now.
Schmel was not paying attention.
Yeah, sure. What? Huh? I don't. What makes a pirate name?
I don't know. It should be something intimidating and cool.
Is Pearl intimidating?
Pearl.
You're intimidating.
Is my name intimidating?
I mean, I don't know. What makes a name intimidating?
I don't know. What makes a name intimidating?
When people hear it, they kind of tremble with fear.
Oh. Well, Schmel is certainly not intimidating.
No, when people hear Schmel, they tremble with something else, according to the chat.
Oh.
This is fine.
Wow.
Everything's fine.
I mean, you could always do something like Sabretooth. That could be intimidating.
Ooh,
Maybe.
Sabretooth. What do you think of that, Yama? Sabretooth, that sounds really, really pretty intimidating.
I don't have saber teeth.
You could,
Oh no, you can't drink coffee with those.
if they had little straws in them.
Like a vampire.
Saber-tooth vampire.
This
Giant
got
teeth.
way off track.
Yeah, in fact, I think that the proximity alert starts going off.
That's valid.
Yeah, so no more perception needed to roll for the scanner. You can very clearly tell that there is something approaching. It's big and approaching quickly. In fact, if anybody wants to look off the deck,
Do you need
Cyrus
another
is gonna
perception?
poke his head out.
yeah,
for
poke your
sure.
head out. Poke your head out.
No, that's
That's
still
a
not happening.
3.
Great.
I wasted
cool.
all my good rolls apparently because that was another one.
Yeah, you need a nap.
We all need naps.
Hieronymus. Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry.
You need to plug into the power.
Yeah, honestly.
That putting the wings in took too much of your energy.
And then
Wanna
the
do perception?
toaster.
Yeah, please.
All right. Perception.
'Twas all a trap.
Big honkin' 7 there.
Oh my god. Okay, cool.
None of us see
We don't see a
shit.
None
goddamn
of you
thing.
No, we're all too busy
see
coming up
anything.
with pirate names
Yeah.
for the barista.
Clearly. Okay.
Priorities.
Cool. Well,
What
then...
about Yama Deathbringer? That sounds pretty terrifying.
Oh, I
yeah.
do like that one actually. And suddenly, the whole old Bessie shakes as running into the side of your ship is
Rude.
a pretty sizable shark wolf.
God damn it.
Hey, what's happening up there?
And you take 4 damage to your shields.
No.
And if you want, we can jump into some initiative as well. Or not.
What do you mean if we want?
If you could just try to
We're just gonna try and
escape.
leave.
Try
could.
evasive maneuvers.
Try
Cyrus doesn't
evasive
deal with this
maneuvers.
shit.
You can certainly give it a go.
I'll
Oh,
roll
no.
initiative.
What did you roll?
Hey, do you mind if I give myself
Old Bessie
disadvantage?
has a 1 to dexterity.
Yeah.
Just woke
So,
up.
like, it's still not
Oh my God, I rolled
great, though.
amazingly.
It's a 10.
Okay. Yeah. No. You've basically moved a little bit further away, but not out of the shark's path. So, you can see now that we are pretty close to each other, and
Is-
we are now in initiative. So
do we have a map active
we
for this?
do have a map active for this one. Let me put you on the map, huh?
Yes,
yeah,
please.
I was like, I'm not seeing them.
Yeah, there we are.
go.
There we go. This is the part that the stream doesn't need to participate in. Sorry, stream. Great. So you're essentially in ship to ship, right? So we're gonna do this in the way that this goes. So we're gonna roll initiative for the shark, and then we're gonna roll initiative for old Bessie. Whoever wants to roll initiative for that.
So we're not rolling independently?
We're in ship to ship unless you jump onto the shark.
Oh.
So that's
mean,
11 for
yeah.
old
You
Bessie.
never know.
That's how it goes. So we're gonna kind of do this in the way that we did popcorn combat before, but just in like anybody can go on the ship that wants to go, and then the shark will go. So
Okay.
cool. Who wants to go first?
Who's on the deck? Flux is not going till the end. I just woke up.
Cyrus is piloting.
I'm on
so-
deck.
Okay, so you two are on deck.
Yeah, if that's where we're having our little conversation, sure.
Yep. Great.
It's either on deck or underneath.
Yeah. Cool. Pearl and Hieronymus.
Would you care to describe how big this shark wolf is and like what it roughly looks like?
Sure. Let's get us some space setting.
Oh, that's good.
Let's get us some.
It sounds like either laser blast or the bending steel beams of our ship, which are
Yes.
both accurate.
Yes. So this, how do we say this shark wolf was like furry shark paws, or no, it was like wolf shark paws. I think that like it's in this constant transformation between wolf and shark, and it flies around in the air.
How big is it?
Large.
So like 10 feet across? Like 10 feet long?
At least
15 feet long?
At least.
I mean, if it's gonna be any challenge to our ship, it's gonna be big.
Yeah, it's close to the size of your ship.
Oh.
So Megalodon.
So it's like a gargantuan creature.
So
Yeah.
it's like a megalodon. Got it.
How are our shields looking?
Rough.
Okay. Then
I would say about maybe a hit and a half, probably just one hit if we're lucky.
I'm gonna use my action to boost shields,
Okay, great, perfect.
and that's 5 more HP for the shields.
Okay, cool. You got
I mean,
that.
technically, this is a fishing boat. Should we not? This should be right up our alley.
We
This
should be
is-
catching this.
Shark wolf?
Yeah.
That is like the once in a lifetime.
The thing that didn't exist until just recently?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh man, what? Charm person isn't gonna work, is it?
I don't think so.
Might
Like
get out of jail
Cyrus
free
peeks
card.
out and then looks at it and is like, I feel like I just got a little figure of one of these.
It sensed the figure.
It was following that. No, we're not gonna put a conspiracy theory out there. Great, cool. So we've got Pearls in action. Hieronymus, you on deck. You taking in action.
Hieronymus is going to. He is going to start whispering dissonantly towards this giant shark wolf, assuming that it's quite clear that this is an organic creature and not some kind of a ship that is made up to look like.
No,
That would be awesome.
I know.
don't give Flux any more ideas.
Yeah. So we're gonna cast that,
Okay.
and so dissonant whispers. It's a DC 13 Wisdom to save.
All right, DC 13 Wisdom. 20, baby.
Damn.
Okay.
Well,
This shark tries to take another bite.
So he takes half of 11 damage, and he
Okay.
does not have to move away from me.
Half
That would
of
have been
11.
really nice.
Yeah. So
So-
you round down, right? Or you round up? I can't remember.
I just usually round down. I usually
Yeah,
go with
five.
So 5.
Okay.
So 5 psychic damage.
I don't know if there's actually a consistent rule on that. I feel like I'd see it differently depending on where I look.
I'm down is fine for me. I make the rules here. Great.
You should be,
cool.
yes.
Cyrus, you going before Flux?
Cyrus is gonna try to at least get out of the range of this shark to chomp on old Bessie.
Okay. Great. So
backpack.
your fly speed is 25 feet added to it.
So it's 125
feet total. We're just trying to get out of its reach. So I guess like if each of these is 100
Each of the squares is 25.
feet. Okay.
So I think you should be able to move old Bessie
I
around.
cannot move old Bessie around.
You cannot. Well,
Uh-oh.
whoa. You just tell. How about you just tell me where we need to go,
Right
and
here.
then okay.
Blinking.
I forget where old Bessie's stats are.
Well, Bessie's stats should be available to you in your journals. All right.
Same place you get your character sheet from.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Okay, cool. I see that you are moving away. Great. That's your action?
Yes.
There it is.
Cool. Cyrus's action.
Suit.
Great. Flux, what you doing?
So I think Flux is he literally got flung out of bed. So he's like at the very end of the ship. So he's going to push himself as fast as he can towards the deck of the ship. Gonna run over in that direction. Gonna pull himself up the stairs and look over at Cyrus. And go, what is happening right now?
Cyrus just lifts up the little were shark figurine.
What? I'm gonna just like look out the side. Are we getting away from it now?
We're trying.
Are you being successful?
We're gonna find out shortly.
All right.
Hopefully it doesn't chase.
Flux is going to quickly sort of. Okay. He's going to mutter a few things, and he's going to sort of pull his one hand back over his other, where it's going to get coated in ice. And he's going to gather this crackling energy and shoot out a ray of frost towards this thing.
Okay. What's that to hit?
So that's going to be a.
We are 125 feet
I
away
can't
from
roll
it.
at all.
Yeah, well,
today.
yeah, what's your range? Because
We are 125 feet away from it.
Oh,
right
I
now.
cannot shoot it then. I would have known that
Okay,
before
that's
I
fine.
attacked.
I'll let
which
you
is
right
good
now.
because I rolled like an 8.
I'll let you. I'll let you.
If we're
retcon that.
that far away, I can make a shot at it with our long cannon.
Yeah, go for it.
So I'm gonna just hop on that really quick and try to shoot at it. It's still not amazing. It only has a +3 to hit, I guess. So that's a 10.
Okay, 10 to hit is not gonna hit.
That makes sense.
And
I spent a long time getting up here.
we'll say too that you're just like slightly too far away. And the.
So I'm just like swinging around on this thing as the
Yeah.
ship moves.
So you see the shark that ran into the ship starts to follow you, moves fairly fast. And as you watch this shark move closer as well, you see another one join
Fucking
them.
hell.
And they are now in hot pursuit. They're not close enough to do quite much of anything.
They do travel in packs.
They travel in packs. So that is the shark's turn.
We're gonna need a bigger boat.
Yeah, I think so. We might not have one at all after this. Apparently, according to Colorado, ship weapons use Dex plus player proficiency. So it should have been a +4, which would have been an 11.
Same thing.
Yeah, I sort of figured.
Yeah.
He just said that, and I was like, I should probably mention it.
Colorado in the chat.
By the way, I want to mention that my crab is here. He's just on the edge of the boat going. Because he can't do anything. So he's just, he's like menacingly clipping his pincers.
I love 377.
He is trying his best. He can't do much right now. I need to get him a gun.
Let's give the crab a gun.
I think he needs it.
Petition for the crab to have a gun, please.
With your support.
Like and subscribe to get this crab a gun.
Hashtag get this crab a gun. Oh man.
It's
Okay,
got like
cool.
soft ukulele music in the background.
Yeah, and not this.
Yeah.
It feels like we are threatening our audience
Sarah
with
McLaughlin's
this
playing in the
music.
background. For $19 a month, you can get this crab a
Get
gun.
this crab a gun.
Oh no.
That'll be my next T-shirt.
Well, Brittany, I know what we should do for your next project. Make a little commercial.
Get this crab a gun. We'll do that on talking points. How about that?
Great. I'm down.
Okay, cool. So, back to the ship. Who wants to go next?
I'm swinging around like crazy, and I'm also super tired, so definitely not.
Great, not Flux.
Have you gone yet?
Oh, we're back to the ship thing?
We're back to the
is
ship.
somebody manning like one of the ship's guns or something?
Yeah, I'll hop on it.
Okay, cool. Pearl,
All right,
you can hop on.
so Hieronymus is going to shout out he's going to shout out to Pearl. Pearl, why don't you get on one of those guns over there? Using his newfound mastermind ability to help somebody as a bonus action. So you're going to get advantage when you shoot that gun. And in the meantime, then there's not really much else I can do because I didn't grab a gun. I don't think. Did I? No. I have a pan flute.
As you're ruffling through your bag, like, well,
This
I have a
isn't useful.
rapier. I have a pan flute. I'm a pirate, man. I don't have a gun. I could say mean things to the shark wolf, I suppose. Hey, shark wolf, you suck.
Am I taking 1 point of damage?
You are gonna take a big honking pile of vicious mockery there.
we should get you a gun.
I'm not great with guns.
Why have we not done that?
Because you don't like Hieronymus.
Oh, yeah, I meant we as a collective, like, players.
DC Wisdom 13 save or take 3 psychic damage from my stinging insult, Shark Wolf.
Wisdom, you said?
Yeah.
Well, so are you doing it just to one?
Yeah, it's
Okay.
just one
Yeah,
shark.
great.
Whoever's the one that's closest to us and is likely to be biting us.
Great. Yep, that was a 4, so I'm taking 3 damage.
All right. And he has disadvantage on the next attack roll it makes before the end of its next turn.
Okay. Great. Excellent.
So
That's
the shark wolf
Hieronymus.
is closing on us and he goes, oh.
It feels insulting,
that
but
was
doesn't know
harsh.
why.
Yeah, they're actively like swimming in the air towards you, and one of them stops for a little bit. Ah. All right, who's next?
Don't the sharks have to go next? or-
It's everybody on the ship first, and then the sharks get
okay.
to go.
Then I'll try and blast that motherfucker with the long cannon.
Yeah, go for it.
Ah, that's an 11.
11 to hit is not going to hit. Nope.
Yeet.
That's with the advantage?
With
I have
advantage?
advantage?
Yeah,
Yeah,
you got
'cause
advantage.
I issued orders because I'm a mastermind
Ooh,
now.
that one's a 19.
19 will hit. Which one are you firing at?
We should probably get the one that's closer to us.
Sure. So if you fire at that one, what is the damage?
11 piercing.
Okay. Perfect. Well, nothing's perfect here, but you know, they're fine. Cool. Pearl's turn. Cyrus or Flux? I assume Flux, you're going last again.
I think Flux is going to quickly call back to Cyrus. Cyrus, should we just, like, boost out of here? Activate the hyperdrive?
That is what I am trying to do. We have a few obstacles in our path first. I need to get a clear shot first.
Okay, what do you need me to do?
Distract the shark things while I
Okay.
get in position.
Distract. Got it. Yep, can definitely do that, I think. Flux is going to go over towards the side of the ship, and how far away are the sharks at this point? Does it seem like they are?
They are roughly 75 feet and 100 feet away.
All right, I'm going to look at the one that's about 75 feet away, and I'm going to be like, okay. I'm going to quickly flip around a thing on my wrist, and I'm going to activate the tracking shot, and just, I'm going to try to shoot it in that direction so we can light that thing up.
Sure.
I don't roll well on attacks.
No, apparently
So
not.
it's an 11.
That's not gonna hit. Nope.
I figured that was going to happen, but I had to try. So I'm just sort of like,
So you fire this shot.
it's so massive.
What does it look like?
It's literally like a streak of like white glowing energy that
Okay.
just goes, it just like shoots past its head.
And the shark chomps it.
Oh, wow, that's not supposed to happen at all. All right, definitely. All right.
All right, Cyrus, what you doing?
377 is going to try to reload the gun, by the way. I
Okay.
don't know if he can, but he's going to try to reload the long cannon.
The long cannon. Okay, so to reload the long cannon,
It just
what?
takes an action
It
to
says
reload
it takes an
Yeah,
action, so he's trying his best.
Yeah, I mean, I don't see why not. I think it might take like a little longer.
He just grabs like a torpedo.
Yeah, I'm trying.
Their gunner's mate.
I'm gonna say because it's
Got a little
not
sailor's hat.
it's not you. It's a metal crab, it's gonna take 2 turns. So if somebody else
Okay.
is going.
He is currently opening up the side, and he's loading in a new cell.
Yeah, great.
We
Cool.
get Schmel and Yama working on that too.
Yeah, what are they doing, by the way?
Hanging out.
Well, Yama's gone underneath the ship. She doesn't
Just
want to
like,
be there.
Nope.
Yeah, Yama is like, peace. Schmel
No
is...
pirate name for you, Yama.
I don't want one anymore!
Oh no.
Schmel is panicking. Schmel is standing there, panicking.
I'm gonna try to. No, I already did my stuff. Never mind.
I'll let you take a free action to talk to Schmel.
I was just gonna be like, Schmel, there's a bunch of grenades in that room, and you can grab as many as you want to get us out of here.
The grenades that you said were gonna explode.
No,
if I
those are the
touch them.
landmines. Those don't explode until you pull the pin.
They all look the same to me. They're all explosive.
It's right there.
Ah!
Cyrus is out. It's like, if you're a little bit scared, just go underneath the deck for now.
I can't move.
Cyrus is going to, meanwhile, thread them through the 2 asteroids.
Yes, we are in an asteroid belt right now, so yes, absolutely.
You
do
are
your
going
best.
to need my help to activate hyperdrive.
I can't move it, so.
Oh,
Oh wait, yes, I can now.
Okay, I was gonna say you should have had access
Okay,
to move it.
There we go.
Great, cool. Rolodex. And you can, I'll let you take your dex if that's better than
No.
No, the
Bessie.
ship's-
Cyrus'
ship's
Okay.
dex
dex
is
is not
definitely-
better.
ship. All right, you ship dex.
So it's a 12.
Yeah, you scrape the side a little bit. You take 2 damage as you scrape the side of one of the asteroids. Everybody hears this awful scraping sound.
Okay.
But now you are through the asteroids. You look back over across the deck and you see that these sharks are locked on. These were sharks. Now they are far away at this moment, but they are locked on and they are hunting you at this point. And that is where I'm gonna end our session.
Oh no, we're all gonna die. End session.
End
We just
session.
need to become the dominant shark. We need to fight them, and
We
we
need
need
to
to.
right.
assert our
This
dominance.
is a pack kind of thing.
Yeah.
That's right.
Then we have
So-
2 shark friends.
We
You
need to
can-
become the alpha shark.
You can become the alpha sharks, not even next session, not even the session after that, but the session after that.
Yep.
Dang.
I know, I'm leaving us on a cliffhanger.
You did us so dirty.
And then
So
we're
it's a
gonna-
mid-season cliffhanger.
yeah, and then we got to jump into other things. But that is the end of today's session. So thank you again for watching Health Hits Experience. If you want to know what's going to happen with the space were shark, make sure you tune in 2 weeks' time. Once again, next week we are going to be doing a pre-recorded session. I will do my best to have it live at our normal time. And, well, yeah, I guess I'm counting like 1, 2. Anyways, next week, pre-recorded session. And should be at our normal time. Week after that, guest DM. I will be in the studio, not on the stream. So I'm watching all of y'all in chat now, and it'll be a fun time. Support Molly by going to see Dr. Faustus at Gannon Schuster Theater on October 6th, 7th, and 8th. Once again, thank you to Molly Cook in the control room for holding it down today. If you liked what you saw, it's because Molly made it happen.
Thanks, Molly.
Thank you, Molly. Music and sound effects provided by Sirenscape. Today's adventure written by Colorado Brown. And special thanks to Community Access Media for the use of their facilities and equipment. And until next time, we'll see you. Goodbye.
The werewolves are definitely the big problem.